Students, now I am discussing the problem on transportation models. So we have got three models, so to say. One is the northwest corner method, second one is the least cost method, and the Vogel's approximation method. Now let us see how we can solve the transportation problems under the three methods. Now first I shall take up the northwest corner method. So here you are given the demand and the supply. So if you observe here, these are the supply, sources of supply. These are the destinations where we have to make the materials available, right? So these are all the cost involved. So it means to say from source 1 to destination 1, the cost involved is 19. From source 1 to destination 2, the cost involved is 20. Source 1 to destination 3, the cost involved is 50. Source 1 to destination 4, the cost involved is 10. Source 2 to destination 1 is 70. Like this it is. Okay, so as I told you, you will have to first equate the demand with the supply. So this is a balanced transportation problem, so we can now make the allocations. So the number of allocations that we make will be equal to m plus n minus 1. So m is equal to the number of rows. So how many rows do we have? We can count, right? So 1, 2 and 3. 3 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Columns are 4 in number, minus 1. So there will be the number of allocations that we will have will be 6 in number. Now let us work out the allocation under northwest corner method. So here we start, this is called as northwest because we start from north and move on to the west. This is how it is. So if you go to the first cell here, 19 is the cost, right? So demand is 5 and the supply is 7. Okay, so here if you compare this, the demand is 5, you will have to go by the least value. So 5 is the demand and supply is 7. Even if the supply is more, the demand is only for 5 units. So 5 is the allocation we make. Whenever we make the allocation, we encircle it, right? So now this we are done with, right? So now we cannot make any more allocations here. So we can just put it, I'm just striking it off with a pencil. So now let us go to the next one. So here I am left with two units of supply. So here going by this, I compare the supply with the demand. So the least value is 2. So I make the allocation as 2 and this is cancelled again. So we are reduce it to 0. So we cannot make any more allocations to this particular row now. Now coming down to the next cell here, so we have 30 here, right? So the 30 is the cost from source 2 to destination 2. Now if you observe here, 8 is the demand and the supply is 9, right? So we have to make an allocation. So here we already have made an allocation of 2 here, so we are left with 6 here. So here 6 and 9 we compare and 6 is the least value, so we make a allocation and encircle it. So we are left with 0. So we cannot make any more allocations in this particular column. Now let's shift to the next one. So I am left with 3 here. So 6 is already made. So you compare these two. So 3 is the allocation that I can make here. So I am left with 0. So this is I'm done with. So I can just strike it off. So now I'll have to make a reduction here also as well. So 4 is what is left over. So now comparing 4 with 18, 4 is what is allocation I can make. So 4 I will make an allocation here. So I'm left with 0 here. Now coming down to this particular supply ka thing, we are allowed to make only 14. So 18 minus 4 is 14. So finally I am making an allocation of 14 here. So with this I think we will be able to cover up all the supply and demand allocations. Now coming down to the, if you observe here, the number of allocations will be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 6 is the number of allocations. So m plus n minus 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 columns, 1, 2, 3 rows, right? So 3 plus 4 minus 1. So 6 allocations should be there. So we have 6 allocations. Now let us work out the transportation cost. So 19 into 5. 19 is the cost and 5 is the unit supplied, plus 20 into 2 plus 30 into 6 plus 40 into 3 plus 70 into 4 plus 20 into 40. So this will be 95 plus here 40 plus 180. Here the cost is 30, so it will be 60 here, sorry, as per the problem. So 120 plus 280 plus 280. So the total cost will be 1115 rupees. So this is how we calculate the under the northwest corner method. So now let us move on to the least cost method. So here, as the name itself indicates, this is a second method. As the name itself indicates, it's the least cost method. So we actually go by the least cost. Now we actually take up the table as given in the problem with the supply and the demand. As I always already told you, will have to equate the supply and the demand. So that is all done. So what I have to do is I have to identify the least cost here. So if you identify the least cost, 8 is the least cost from among the costs that are given within the boxes, right? So I compare 8 with the 18. So 8 is allocation I can make. So here I am left with 0 and here I am left with 10. So I cannot make any more allocations here. Now coming down to the next least cost, so it will be 10 here, is it not? So if you go by 10, this particular cell corresponding will have to check the supply and the demand. So 7 is a value, right? 7 and 14. So here I am left with 7 and here I am left with 0. So here I will be able to cancel this. So now 70, 40, 60, 40, 70 and 20. So out of these remaining costs, 20 is the least cost. So I will come here. So if I have to compare this particular thing, supply and the demand, so 7 is the least one. So I allocate 7 here. So I will be left with only 3. So I cannot make any more allocations here. So I just make a mark of it, make a note of it and cancel it. Now I am left with 40, 70, 40, 70, 40. Now when you are having two costs, so then we will have to go with that particular cost where particular cell where you can make the maximum allocations with the least cost. So 40 is there in 2, right? So here if I go, I can make 7 allocations. If I go here, I will be able to make only 3 allocations. So what I do is I will select this particular cell. So here I can make maximum allocations if you compare these two. So it is 0 here. I'll be able to cancel this out and I'm left with 2 here. So finally we are left with only these two. So 2 and 3 allocations will be made. So if you observe the allocations here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number of allocations will be m plus n minus 1, which is equal to 3 plus 4 minus 1, which is equal to 6. Now if I work out the cost here, 10 into 7 plus 70 into 2 plus 40 into 7 plus 40 into 3 plus 8 into 8 plus 20 into 7. So the total cost works out to here 8,114 rupees. Now if you observe here, the cost under the least cost method will be less in comparison with the northwest corner method. So this is how, this is a better improved solution over the northwest corner method. Now let us go with the next one, that is the Vogel's approximation method. So it is also called as a penalty method. So here what we do is we actually calculate the penalties. Okay, so here if you see, we have to take the table like this. So if you observe here, the costs are given, right? So I have to compare the two least costs. So 19 minus 10, so it will be 9. So 2 least costs will be 30 and 40, 10. 8 and 20 is 12. Then 40 minus 19 is 21. So here 30 minus 8 is 22. Then 40 minus 50 is 10. 20 and 10 is 10. So if you compare the penalties here, the maximum penalty is this, right? So under the maximum penalty, you will have to look in for the least cost. So it is 8 is the least cost, so I make the allocation here. So 8 and 18 I compare, and 8 is what I get. So I will be able to cancel out this particular column. So I'm left with only 10 supply here. So again I'll have to go with the calculation here. So it will be 10 minus 19, 9. So 40 minus 60 minus 40 is 20. 20 minus 40 is 20. So again it is 19 minus 40 minus 19 is 21. So here we can't make any calculation of any penalty. So it is 10 here, it is 10. So if you observe the values here, the penalty is 21, maximum penalty is 21. So if I go with this, the least cost is 19, right? So here from among the values here, 19 is the least value. So if I compare the demand and the supply, 5 is the one I can make this thing here. So here I'm left with 0, here I'm left with 2. So again I'll have to calculate the penalties till the final allocation is made. So it is 10 here, again 10 here. So going by the penalties for the rows, so here 10 and 50 I have, 40, then 20 and 50. So if you observe here, the maximum penalty is 50. If you go by this, 20 is the value, least value. So here 10 is allocation I can make, so I'm left with 4. So here I will be able to cancel out this particular row. So finally let us work out the thing. So here 50 minus 40 is 10. So here it is 50. Then the penalties here, it will be like 40 and 20. So I cannot make any more this thing allocations here. If you observe the penalties here, this is the maximum, so I have to make the allocations here. If I observe here, the least cost will be 10. So 10 if I go with, so I'll be able to make the allocation of 2. So I'll be able to cancel out this. So I'm left with only 2 here. Now finally I am left with this particular this thing, right? So what we can do is finally we can allocate 7 and 2. So since we don't have any other this thing, need not have to calculate the penalties. So this is how is the thing. Now I'll work out the transportation cost. So the transportation cost will be 19 into 5 plus 10 into 2 plus 40 into 7 plus 60 into 2 plus 8 into 8 plus 20 into 10. The total cost works out to rupees 799. So if you observe here, the total cost under the northwest corner method was 1050. Under the least cost method it is 814. Okay. So under the least cost method it is 814, and under Vogel's approximation it is 799. So Vogel's approximation method gives us the least cost. So this is how we solve the initial basic solution under the transportation problem. So this we can do applying all the 3 methods. Thank you.